GB1SS, Golf Bravo 1 Sierra. GB1SS, Golf Bravo 1 Sierra Sierra. This is GB1RMS, Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Mike Sierra. Listing is standing by for scheduled contact with the Commercial Space Station.
Hello, Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Mike Sierra.
GB1SS, GB1RMS returning. Great to hear you, Tim. Welcome to the Royal Masonic School in Rickmansworth. This is Jennifer M6 PGS. Are you ready for your first question? Over.
Yeah, I'm ready for the first question. Great to be talking to you tonight.
Golf Bravo 1 Sierra Sierra, standing by.
Hi Tim, this is Yana. If you have hiccups in space, do you bounce around? Over.
I'm not sure about the hiccups, but you know, we do sneeze quite well up here, and I'm sure you do get a little pushback from when you sneeze.
Hi Tim, reaction if you did it with a fizzy drink like lemonade. Over.
Hi Eva, yes, I tried it with
GB1RMS, standing by. Golf Bravo 1 Sierra Sierra, this is Golf Bravo 1 RMS.
I'm ready for your questions, over.
GB1SS, GB1RMS, standing
Over.
by.
Isabella, well, you've got about 35 years to wait, and I think it's going to be really exciting then. I think we're going to be having people on Mars. We'll have a permanent habitation on the moon, I hope, and transfer times from the Earth to Mars will be significantly shorter. We'll have better propulsion, we'll have good radiation protection for astronauts, so it's very exciting times ahead.
Hi Tim, it's Laura. This is Rose from Millie's question. We have heard you had to breathe oxygen before your brilliant spacewalk. Are there any precautions you had to take after returning inside the ISS? Over.
Rosa and Vinny, after our spacewalk, we just had to kind of monitor ourselves for 12 hours or so to make sure that we didn't have any watching the sunrise, and once that kind of 12-hour period was over, then we were all okay.
Hi Tim, it's Syra. What was the first word that came into your head when you saw the Earth from space? Over.
Hi Syra, really the first word was just beautiful because it was the most amazingly beautiful sight. Watching the sunrise as the Soyuz window. Soon after that, getting to watch the moonrise as well was absolutely incredible. Over.
Hi Tim, it's Jane. This is Amelia's question. What was the hardest thing to adjust to when you arrived at the ISS? Over.
I think the hardest thing to adjust to was disorientation, the fact that your ears are really tumbling around and it makes you feel quite busy and disorientated. But it only takes about 24 hours. Over.
Hi Tim, this is Evie. Elizabeth would like to know, which of your muscles
because I think you really just have to focus on doing the things that you love doing and being as good as you can at them. That's the best advice for any astronaut, really, is just be as good as you can at what you're doing. Over.
Hi, I'm Yasmin. Your blog says that you are doing research on new space-age metals using a levitation furnace. Why is zero gravity better for this type of experiment? Over.
That's a great question, Yasmin. In zero gravity, we don't have to work against gravity, so you could use a lot less force, if you like, and that doesn't impart temperature onto the metal, so you get a much purer burn, and you can cool it to lower temperatures. Over.
Hi Tim, this is Miranda. Aside from plants, how do you produce oxygen on the ISS? Over.
Hi Miranda, well we have got some very clever systems up here using electrolysis of water. We split water into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, and rather than just getting rid of the hydrogen gas, we then mix that with the carbon dioxide that we're breathing out, and that actually makes water and produces methane, so the only thing we get rid of is methane overboard. Over.
Hi Tim, it's Tallulah. What is the difference between flying in a helicopter and being in a rocket going to the ISS? Over.
That's a great question. I think I had a lot more control when I was flying a helicopter. In the rocket, you just enjoy the ride.
Hi Tim, it's Eva. I would like to know, did your training prepare you for the actual experience of jet lag, given you have said that you adjusted so quickly? Over.
Yes, the training really prepares you well, and when you're training, you're traveling around all over the world to the different training centers, and actually that gets your body very used to traveling, very used to jet lag.
GB1SS, GB1RMS returning. That was brilliant. Everyone here wants to show their appreciation for you talking to us today. GB1SS, GB1RMS returning, handing back to the International Space Station for a final. This is GB1RMS off the cliff.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been great talking to you this evening, and I'll be back over to the UK in about 90 minutes. Good night. Hello, Golf Bravo 1 Romeo Mike Sierra. This is Golf Bravo 1 Sierra Sierra. I'm ready for your questions. Over. And Golf Bravo 1 Sierra Sierra, I'm ready for your next question. Over. Hi Isabella, well you've got about 35 years to wait, and I think it's going to be really exciting then. I think we're going to be having people on Mars. We'll have a permanent habitation on the moon, I hope, and transfer time from the Earth to Mars will be significantly shorter. We'll have better propulsion, we'll have good radiation protection for astronauts, so it's very exciting times ahead. That's a great question, Rosie and Rosa and Millie. After our spacewalk, we just had to kind of monitor ourselves for 12 hours or so to make sure that we didn't have any decompression sickness symptoms. And once that kind of 12-hour period was over, then we were all okay. Hi Tyler, really the first word was just beautiful, because it was the most amazingly beautiful sight. Watching the sunrise out of the Soyuz window, and then soon after that getting to watch a moonrise as well was absolutely incredible. Over. I think the hardest thing to adjust to was communication, the fact that your ears are really but it only takes about 24 hours. Over. Yes, Elizabeth, I think probably leg muscle, although we do work out each day, so there's not too much of muscle mass reduction, thankfully. Over. I think the biggest inspiration to travel in space was probably a NASA astronaut, Bruce McCandless, as I saw him do his untethered spacewalk from the Space Shuttle Bay, and I just thought that was an amazing feat. Over. That's a great question. They're very similar, but I think up here you do feel more isolated from planet Earth. Even though when you're living under the ocean, you know, you're still isolated and you're still in a dangerous environment. But up here you definitely feel a lot more distant from planet Earth. Over. Doing and being as good as you can.